This is StoryLink Radio. Our stories are presented before a live audience, then recorded for the StoryLink Radio podcast for your on-demand listening pleasure. Please visit StoryLinkRadio.com for show notes, for read-along text, and to find out how to join our live audience, and for lots of free stuff, including free audiobooks and much more. This episode is the next chapter in Le Morte D'Arthur. Please remember to visit www.storylinkradio.com. Book 1, Chapter 7, How King Arthur Was Crowned and How He Made Officers. And at the feast of Pentecost all manner of men essayed to pull at the sword that would essay, but none might prevail but Arthur, and pulled it out afore all the lords and commons that were there, wherefore all the commons cried at once, "We will have Arthur unto our king, we will put him no more delay. For we all see that it is God's will that he shall be our king, and who that holdeth against it, we will slay him." And therewithal they kneeled at once, both rich and poor, and cried Arthur mercy because they had delayed him so long. And Arthur forgave them, and took the sword between both his hands, and offered it upon the altar where the archbishop was. And so was he made knight of the best man that was there. And so anon was the coronation made. And there was he sworn unto his lords and the commons for to be a true king, to stand with true justice from thenceforth the days of this life. Also then he made all lords that held of the crown to come in, and to do service as they ought to do. And many complaints were made unto Sir Arthur of great wrongs that were done since the death of King Uther, of many lands that were bereaved lords, knights, ladies, and gentlemen. Wherefore King Arthur made the lands to be given again unto them that owned them. When this was done, that the king had stabilized all the countries about London, then he let make Sir Kay seneschal of England, and Sir Baldwin of Britain was made constable, and Sir Ulfius was made chamberlain, and Sir Brastias was made warden to wait upon the north from Trent forwards, for it was that time the most party of the king's enemies. But within few years after Arthur won all the north, Scotland, and all that were under their abeyance. Also Wales, a part of it, held against Arthur, but he overcame them all, as he did the remnant, through the noble prowess of himself and his knights of the Round Table. Thank you for listening to StoryLink Radio. If you like what you've just heard, we hope you'll subscribe to our podcast and pass along our web address, www.storylinkradio.com, and leave comments to tell us if you like what we're doing and what stories you enjoy most. Join us next time for another story from StoryLink Radio.